So let us observe the Holozoic nutrition in amoeba. Amoeba is a single cellular, unicellular organism. So let's see the how does the amoeba takes its food. So if this is the amoeba, amoeba has no definite shape. So this is amoeba. If the food particle is like here, if the food particle is like here, so think this is a food particle. Now what happens? Amoeba will extend its body around the food particle like this. So it will extend the body. That which part? It will extend its pseudopodia. Amoeba will extend its pseudopodia and engulf the food particle inside the food inside the body. Okay, so if food particle is here, so what it does, the amoeba, it will extend its body. Which part? Pseudopodia. It will extend the pseudopodia like this. It will extend its pseudopodia and it will engulf, means inside. It will take the food inside the body of the amoeba. Now immediately it forms a food vacuole. Now food has entered into the body. So this process is called as ingestion. This is called as ingestion. Now afterwards, immediately after, a food vacuole is formed. A food vacuole is formed. Around the food, a food vacuole is formed. Because why? If it is some poisonous food, the food will immediately sent outside, or it will not damage, or it will not mix with the other entire body. So immediately after entering the food, it will check whether it is good food or poisonous food. So for that, it will immediately form a food vacuole around the food. After that, the enzymes will enter into the enzymes present in the cytoplasm will enter into the food vacuole. So enzymes will be present for digestion. Some enzymes will be present in the cytoplasm of amoeba. They will enter into the food vacuole. Now after what happens, so after entry of enzymes inside the food vacuole, the food will be digested. The food will be digested and broken down into smaller particles. Okay, so after entering the food vacuole is formed. Enzymes from the cytoplasm enters and food is broken down into smaller particles. Now this is called as digestion. This step is called as digestion. So first step is ingestion, second step is digestion. Now coming to the third step. After digestion, what happens? After digestion, so what happens? Now see, this is amoeba. First, now it has extended its body and it has taken the food inside the body. This is its ingestion. Now it forms a food vacuole around the body, around the food. It forms a food vacuole. It forms a food vacuole around the food, and enzymes, some enzymes enter into the food vacuole and digest it. So after digestion, the food is broken down into smaller particles. This step is called as digestion. Now what happens after digestion? The smaller food particles are absorbed into the body. Now they are absorbed inside the body. So food is broken down into smaller particles. After broken down, the smaller particles or the nutrients. The food is broken down into smaller particles, nothing but nutrients. The nutrients are absorbed inside the body. So this step is called as absorption. Absorption. Now the fourth step. After absorption, what happens? These nutrients are utilized for several purposes. For example, for growth. If you think the growth, amoeba has taken the nutrients and has grown in size. So this process is called as assimilation. Assimilation is nothing but utilizing the nutrients for different body functions. So after utilizing, what happens? There will be some undigested food. Undigested foods in the food vacuole. So what happens to the undigested food? The undigested food will be sent, will be in the food vacuole. It will come near the body membrane. The body membrane will break and it will send out the undigested food outside, like this. Okay, there will be some undigested food inside. After digestion, there will be some undigested food remaining. The undigested food should be sent out of the body, or else the amoeba will die. If undigested food is kept inside the body, the amoeba will die. So what it will do is, it will send out the undigested food by breaking anywhere its membrane. So this is our undigested food. Now what it brings it near to the membrane, it breaks its membrane. And now the membrane is broken, it sends out the undigested food and again seals its body. So this is called as ejection. This step is called as ejection. So this is the process we see in amoeba. First ingestion, second step is digestion, third step is absorption, absorption of nutrients into the body. The nutrients are used for various purposes, for example growth or any other functions of the body, that is called as assimilation. After that, the waste products which are present in the body should be removed out. They are removed by breaking the cell membrane or amoeba membrane and they are sent out. This process is called as ejection. The diagrammatic representation has been given in your textbook. So it is very important. Next, one more example for Holozoic nutrition is given, that is paramacieum. Paramacieum is also a unicellular organism. Paramacieum is also a unicellular organism and it is oval in shape. Okay. So it is also unicellular organism. It has the body of paramacieum is covered with hair-like structure called cilia. Body of paramacieum is covered with hair-like structure called cilia. Now, it has a special part called oral groove, which is nothing but mouth. It acts as mouth. It acts as mouth. So same. So here what happens? The same, whatever the steps you have seen in amoeba, the same steps occur in the paramacieum also. But if the food is present somewhere here, so it moves its cilia, it moves its hair-like structure and bring this food to the mouth. Bring this food near the mouth and it takes the food through this mouth. That is through oral groove. It is also called as oral groove is also called as cytostome. Okay. Mouth, oral groove, mouth or cytostome, all are same. So if food is present, it moves its cilia. It comes here, moves its cilia and take this food near here and ingestion will occur through oral groove or mouth. After same, the food vacuole is formed immediately. The food is present inside it. This is our food. Food vacuole is formed. Afterwards, it is enzymes enter into the food vacuole. The food is broken down into smaller products. Digestion occurs. then afterwards absorption occurs, absorption into the entire body, then the undigested food is sent out through anal pore. Here you have a special structure called anal pore. So you have special so what is the difference between amoeba and paramecium? Amoeba does not has mouth or anal pore, but paramecium has a special structure called mouth and anal pore. So because it is somewhat evolved organism compared to amoeba, so it takes food through mouth, that is oral groove. Same, all the process are same with compared to amoeba. After that, undigested food is after, suppose this is undigested food, it is brought to the anal pore. The anal pore breaks and it will send out the undigested food outside, and it will again close. So this is the process we see in the paramecium. Clear? Okay.